We found herO! He's finally in the lobby, ready to go. It's a best of 5 TVP between INnoVation and herO. I'm quite ready for this one.
I would even go so far as to say that I woke up ready for this matchup. I didn't even know that I'd be casting it today, but I was certainly ready to watch it.
Yeah.
herO versus INnoVation. This is a matchup I think we're going to be seeing from a few times this year. Both these guys are at the very tippy top of their racial ladders. herO is one of the best Protosses in the whole world, contender for the best Protoss in the whole world. INnoVation, same deal for Terran.
Oh yeah. I love watching these guys play. I mean, INnoVation, he's not as stale, you know, as maybe he once was, just literally macro god every single time. But in comparison to herO, that's exactly what he is. Just love how herO plays Protoss. So abusive, so cheesy, so weird. It's gonna be beautiful. Best of 5 in the top left. As the blue Terran, he is INnoVation.
And in the bottom right, from OSC Root, this is herO.
That is a pylon scout. Very quick.
Huh.
I know. I mean, it's not, I feel like herO knows how scary he is, and that's, you know, exactly what he wants to have happen. So he sends a probe, and it's exactly like that probe in, like, the Carbot, you know, cartoon. You see the probe, and it's like, dirt! Like, as soon as you see the probe, it doesn't matter what time it comes in. It could be, like, 1 minute or 5 minutes, and you're like, oh god, what did it do? Oh no. So, of course, it's gonna start harassing the SCV. I don't know what that AI was about.
Yeah, I was like, is it attacking the barracks or the SCV or neither? Like, it's just sort of trying to decide which we do. I mean, INnoVation's taking this very seriously. He's got 3 SCVs down here at the wall, dealing with this single herO probe.
Mm-hmm. What really sucks, too, is that it's going to take... Ideally, it would only take shields, so, like, herO kind of already messed up. But then it's going to leave, but not really. It just comes back, you know, and it puts down the pylons anyways.
There's actually a second probe on the way.
Oh, then it's definitely going to do the pylon thing.
Yep.
Okay, full-on G's here. Love it.
A Roxy time.
I love it.
Good old herO. Starting things off in true herO fashion. I like it.
Yeah.
It's going to block the CC as well, which INnoVation's trying to get on the low ground, by the way.
Yeah, he's got to place it off-center. And that means, like, this is actually a disastrous thing. Like, there's not many situations where you can actually stop the command center from building as a Protoss player. But one of them is if it's off-location, delayed by 10 seconds, and you pylon rush. And there's a Zealot. If there's a Zealot, it's actually, like, oh my god, is it going to die? Without the Zealot, it should still finish, but it's definitely going to be lifted.
Roxy Stargate here for herO, about as close as you possibly can be to the main base here on Odyssey. SCV's coming, I mean, the probe's coming back here, and this SCV's actually in trouble. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. That's an SCV kill with that probe there, and there's that pylon. Pylon rush with the Oracle as well. This is so aggressive. Adept is coming across the map. Mothership course floating on over. Another SCV goes down to the probe of herO. What are we even watching here?
Probe deaths. Or no, SCV deaths, rather. Probe deaths haven't even come down yet.
2-kill probe.
Yeah, that's a really nice probe. Oh, man. The Reaper.
Not done yet.
Oh, shit.
In a world.
The
in a world where probes get 3 kills.
It's gonna be the same probe. Like, he deserves all the credit. Nah,
yeah, don't steal kills. Don't steal kills. Oh, the Adept stole it. God damn it.
It did. But yeah, I was watching the Reaper, like, it should have gotten a couple of kills, but the micro was pretty good from herO, so that Reaper is just useless so far. It did live at least. Come back later, but that Oracle's about to come in here. There it is. It could just go for the units. Oh, lordy.
Oh.
Ah, the repair, though.
Yeah, it can shave off these Marines, though. Nice little move there from the Oracle. Nearly getting an SCV, but eyes bigger than its stomach there. So the Oracle's just breaking that lock on there. Oh, overcharge really hitting that Cyclone.
A lot going on here. That Reaper finally dies, by the way, on the other side of the map, and a Nexus has been thrown down.
Supply block. Supply block here for INnoVation. This barracks is gonna die.
I know. As I said, you don't see command centers canceled a lot in this matchup. Unless, like, even when there's a Zealot, sometimes it can be saved. So, INnoVation is in a world of hurt here. Even the missiles are not quite done, so a couple more SCVs go down. The Oracle looks like it might die to the Cyclones, though. Double lock on.
Oh, yeah, double lock on.
Double lock on? No.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
When you're the Terran player, this does not feel good.
I'm surprised he hasn't tapped out yet. His one hope is that he gets enough Cyclones to bust herO's front base, which is totally possible. They don't have a second pylon, or they don't have a Void Ray, but, I mean, herO's not backing off here.
No. This Void Ray is going to be looking for those Cyclone kills, and everything else when it gets its happy, fun laser beam overcharge ability kicked in there. Second Nexus finish for herO back at home, by the way.
Yeah, done and ready to start mining. INnoVation doesn't have like a terrible SCV count for one base with a mule, but clearly, like, actually getting another base is going to be out of the realms of possibility. Adept even catches a couple Marines and sees the SCVs being pulled as well, and knows that it's totally all in.
Yeah, and all the Void Rays, Oracles, Stalker even just walking straight back to the Nexus. It's a race against time. It's like Scrooge McDuck trying to get to the top of the spire. Get on down there. Oh, this one Stalker might get shaved off by these Cyclones.
Yeah, might.
3 more coming to meet up, though.
Buying time. Stasis trap, even. Did the INnoVation see that?
Oh, yeah. He may have just seen it. The Cyclones are out of range of it, at least.
Yeah. Oh, but the Void Rays.
Void Ray, though.
Oh my god. Dude, it's disgusting.
INnoVation gets manhandled in game 1 there. Goodness.
You really did.
I hope your kids weren't watching, guys. Hope everyone out there is over 18. Or whatever the age of consent is in your respective country. I know it's afternoon in Europe, and some of those European countries like to shave a year or 2 off consent. But, goodness. That was a violent PvT there. I
can't believe that he killed the like 3 SCV. I can't believe he got the command center. It's just 3 SCVs.
Yeah, that's one does not usually at the top level of Korean StarCraft see a probe kill multiple SCVs. It's very uncommon.
Well, that's one of those times where it is just totally worth putting a CC on the high ground. You really don't want to. It messes up the flow of the build so much.
Yeah, it sure does. That's why I even made a point to say that the CC was on the low ground, because I just cannot believe anyone has the cojones to put a low ground command center against someone like herO.
Yeah. I mean, oh god, it was such an early probe scout too. The thing, like, that is what we kind of went over, is that herO could early probe scout you, and you were like, well, you're herO, so chances are you are going to proxy Stargate and try and kill me. But then sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he even goes, like, there's actually a game earlier when you were in here on Proxima where he went for a 3 Nexus before Cybernetics Core. Like, like sometimes he does that too.
And that's the powerful thing when you have a reputation like that. Remember that really old saying from Artosis where he says the cheesiest thing that a cheese player can do is macro?
Yes, I do.
Such a funny but also, strangely enough, true saying.
It is.
You just don't expect it. You get defensive, you lock everything down tight, and then, oh, he's got 2 base advantage on you, and you're like, well, shit.
Exactly. It's herO's tagline, I think, at this point in time, because he's so good at all fields. Like, yeah, okay, one time I saw him go for a Adept Warp Prism all in and get supply blocked as he started to warp in the Adepts, and you kind of, like, you think back on that, and you're like, okay, maybe herO doesn't have the perfect macro, but actually, he sometimes has, like, the best macro game in him, too, so it's all questionable here, but it's game number 2. I don't know if we're going to see something like that happen again. But there's another... Well, nope, that's not a probe scout. So, not the same thing. In the top left, that is the Red Protoss. He is herO.
He sure is well spotted. In the bottom right here, having a really rough game 1 there. Hoping to shake it off and get a good game 2. This is INnoVation.
Here's in the back of a command center. There you go.
Looking forward to Splice picking up INnoVation, so they can pick up every single scary player in Korean StarCraft and just have an unbeatable team.
Man, if I had like a ton of money, you know, like, I would probably just like collect them all,
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Call them the Grubs.
Yeah,
the Grub
totally
love dubs.
Totally would.
Just give them a really silly team name, give them bright pink shirts, get them out there. Now they have to wear that kitten lady shirt that you like. they gotta all wear that, and they all go out and play in team leagues, VSTL and etc.
Just name their clan Kitty.
Yeah, the Kitty clan, and they never lose. And their clan profile that rotates in front of their CCs is Nugget. Or, you know, some players have Apollo, some have Nugget.
Yeah, exactly. I can choose. I give him a little bit of liberty. That sounds like the best team ever, man. That's perfect. That's what I'm gonna do. Just wait. You wait and see.
So when BaseTradeTV gets an extra 2,000 or 3,000, guys, you have to subscribe because if there's 2,000 or 3,000 more subscribers, the Grubber Love Dub Dubs, the Kitty Clan, it becomes real. They can start hiring these incredibly scary Korean players. Start poaching from Splice. Get stats out of there. Get TY out of there. Send them into the Kitty Clan.
You have this master plan. I was trying to think maybe this was your plan all along.
Well, I mean, if you need a partner, in crime, I would be more than happy to be a co-owner of a team that's that good. Nothing more manly than a team that just wears kitten lady shirts and has kitten profiles. And
nothing more secure. I think it'd be great. Oh god.
That'd be better than great.
Wow.
Stargate again here for herO, but he's making it in his main this time. Slight differences.
Yeah. So probably into a pretty quick third base. He did play Robo very quickly off the Stargate last time he was on Abyssal Reef versus Alive. So it's kind of like a time will tell. Oracle does start up immediately with a Chrono boost. INnoVation is probably pretty pleased to see that he didn't have to deal with any probe harassment. They could do Shiz K with a 3-month resub.
Attaboy, Shiz K. Signal Adept coming in here for a little bit of a look-see, just using its shade to see what's up. Gets a good look at the Marine count.
Yeah.
Probe coming along with herO here.
Well, that is a good point. I mean, he's also got a probe. No, that's an Adept. Oh, okay, maybe being a little aggressive. Alright then, alright. INnoVation is going for a medevac drop. I think that's, so it's funny because, like, the ebb and flow of TVP is a pretty cool thing to watch develop over time, but there was a point where Widow Mine dropping was not what you should do because they were gonna have Phoenixes and they were gonna clean it up, and like people were starting to go just like straight to the Viking and keep the Widow Mines at home, place them in weird positions. But then I think it's back to the medevac since Phoenixes following it up isn't too bad. Did that Widow Mine just hit the Oracle? It did.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. Well, that's pretty damn nice. Here should have been a little more cautious. This Oracle with the micro, I was gonna say, can't take on this many Marines, and it dies. Oh, nice. Very nice.
And much better start here for INnoVation.
Yeah, can see serious revenge.
He does have there is some Stalkers being warped in 3 at a time with a fancy skin here towards the third base location of INnoVation, and this is just kind of like a what are these Stalkers even doing here situation, but he can still do a ton of damage with it. He has a Cyclone in the main, second Cyclone now, he should be okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Stalkers. That Proxy Pylon can work wonders, but the Cyclones and the Viking landed. It is so good. So herO's Blinks, or regular Stalker aggression, sorry, doesn't quite work out. Let's take a third base, but not as quickly as he could have without these Stalkers, and the game does continue on. But INnoVation, once again going to the main base, that is risky. He didn't kill the Phoenix after all.
That's right. Looks like everyone's moving back. I'll use this time to thank my man Shashada for a 4-month resub. That's one of the main army soldiers. What a bro. It's one of my favorites. And thank you for the 100 bits for 47 nests for the Grubber Dub 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 Kitten Clan. Hell yeah. $1 at a time, Zombie Grub. That's all it takes.
$1 at a time. Oh man. So INnoVation, it's kind of funny though. Like, I was talking about the ebb and flow of like the meta or whatever of PvT, and how like some players just play super defensive because they know Phoenixes will take control over the map. But INnoVation recently played a game on SSL, I think, where he just like slaughtered his opponent by proxying a factory and continuing to make Widow Mines because he knew his opponent was going to go Stargate. And the Revelation only catches so many Widow Mines. So instead of shying away from dropping, he just goes for a second drop after building a Viking. And this does have Widow Mines this time. The Oracles have already, they died, and he knows that. They've been remade.
That's true. We got 3 Cyclones here pressuring this third. Well, actually, it's just 2. The third one's taking his time. There he is. Show me who you want to die.
Yep, Cyclones.
6 probes going down.
They'll take out the Stalkers as well. Gotta pick and choose his battles as the Phoenix is coming to take care of the Cyclones. The medevac drops into the natural base.
Yeah, this is a great move here from INnoVation. As long as he doesn't lose this medevac, well, he may do now the Phoenixes are here.
Yeah, I think so. Ah, Widow Mine? Widow Mine? Widow Mine? Widow Mine? Okay.
Oh, Ooh, gets targeted down. The Widowmine does get killed, but 12 probes have gone down in the midst of all this. INnoVation has a pretty healthy army back at home. It looks like he's following this up. He's not going to stop the music. Bunch of Marauders, Widowmine, and a ton of Marines. 2 medevacs coming over to probably have another crack at this third base.
Yeah. This might be brutal. INnoVation is going to slap down at third base as well, which the Phoenixes might just stall out, but they aren't seeing the attack incoming. No revelation from any of the Oracles, as they mostly died. There's still Widowmine over here, by the way, so it gets 4 more probe kills. And the Phoenixes haven't really had any chance to go across the map and see, so this is the first time they've really done that. They're going to see 2 medevacs move out now. This looks so bad. Like, this looks like this is the first job. His army is, fortunately, on location, but it's Stalkers without Blink. Oh, it needs 10 more seconds.
He'll have it in 12 seconds here. Overcharge going down. That's just one pylon. Force field's not too bad here for herO, but INnoVation with the hot pickup brings them on back to consolidate his forces a bit here. Widowmine connects, kills the mothership core. And this is an army of INnoVation. If it heals up a little bit, especially with the Widowmine, can engage these Stalkers.
Yeah.
Oh, and a reinforcement here from these medevacs.
This might just be too much. Stalkers don't hold up that well. There's got to be plenty of them in numbers. No Guardian Shield. Widowmine's hitting everything. And it looks like he's going to clean it up just barely, but took some severe losses.
Yeah, huge hit to the economy there, and a lot of his army got shaved off. He's not even done yet. The medevacs are going to mostly unload here in the main. It looks like he does clean this up without taking too many more losses, but 15 probes going down at the end of that. Knocks hero's economy back down there, but INnoVation's third's not done yet. So he's not really, it's not really an econ advantage for him just yet.
You forgot about the Widowmines.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Wham, bam, thank you, man.
Well, that means that maybe at least one of these medevacs will survive, which is nice, because that's drop into the main base ended up really turning on INnoVation. So if you could just save one of these, that might make it a little bit better. One of them. Okay, good. Whew. herO barely holding on there. You know, he was just about at that moment that he was ready for that attack, too. It really was the timing that was truly brutal. So now he's finally getting a couple more units. Sentry's getting that energy, taking care of the Widowmines finally as well. But INnoVation, flawless macro as he does have. Third base is getting set up already, and he still is pumping out from a lot of barracks. Yeah,
that INnoVation's income advantage has really kicked in here, and he's coming into the third Nexus again, shaving off a few more probes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the Protoss army is relatively scary, but these Widowmines are also very scary as well.
I guess...
Observer just now joining the fray.
Yeah. Revelation wore off, and the Observer died. I don't know which one, but he didn't even get that last Widowmine.
And the Liberators are coming in here. Stalkers of herO all dying. There's too many units left over INnoVation. GG. One apiece. We got ourselves a series.
It's just a slugfest, man. Like, INnoVation gets some serious revenge for all the harassment with his own. And brutal.
I love it. This is so good. What a great series.
They get a Bronze Saint SC2 for the 16-month resub. Keep up the good work. We'll try. Damn. Also, I'm going to go to a break as the third map is decided in this tied-up best of 5. Welcome back. It is game number 3, and it's all tied up. Proxima Station in the bottom left is the blue Protoss. He is Roots herO.
And in the top right, Terran player winning a beautiful game in Abyssal Reef with non-stop biomadness. This is INnoVation. I need to do that more. I rest on my laurels a little bit too often when I play games. INnoVation just like... He knows when he can keep doing something, and that is just an ability I wish I had. To just know that if I keep rallying units, this third Nexus is dead.
There's some things that you can look at a pro player and you're like, you know, I should do that more. I should drop a Marine in front of a tank so it's the only thing that gets splashed, or I should wall off exactly like herO does. I feel like maybe you're shooting a little too far though. You know what? I just need to macro perfectly with INnoVation and continue attacking, and then it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, that's that old meme. Like, if you want to win TVP, well, you just gotta play like TY. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, exactly. But no, like he does. Like his, and he is. I think I really kind of feel like INnoVation might be the. I don't know if I really want to like label him and be so bold as to say this, but I kind of feel like he is the trailblazer for bringing back the harassment to the Protoss. I see other Terrans like, you know, Keen and Alive play so scared against Protoss, and then when they finally get the courage to do something, they get train wrecked because it took too long and they attacked at the wrong times. Whereas INnoVation, as you saw last game, despite going against the Stargate opener, still got so much harassment done and that flawless macro behind it.
It was beautiful. Speaking of train wrecks, though, this game might go off the rails. We have a Zealot first here by a herO and a Proxy Stargate.
What?
It's going to be some overcharged laser beams of madness with a Proxy Oracle to follow it up as well.
The Proxy Factory is brutal to go against a Proxy Stargate, though. I'd say that most times this is like... It's not a build order win. It's not the build that did it. It's a placement order win.
Yeah.
Like, the Woodamine, it could do enough damage, and it might. Like, this is why it's, like, I would say, like... Maybe most times even, like, inaccurate, too. Like, it really depends on how this goes. Like, if the Woodamine gets shot down before it burrows, then herO's gonna allow damage on with his Oracle. But if it does get to burrow, then it can't be cleaned up. And herO runs out of money eventually. This is a very weird game.
Yeah, this one's gonna go... This one's a little bit tough to predict. I mean, INnoVation's making mines now, and he's just going to be walking them over into herO's main, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. Conversely, on the other side, INnoVation has a single barracks back at home to produce units.
Yeah. Not even a Reaper to help try and deal with the Zealot, even like a little bit. Just the Marines.
Yeah, he's going to have a bunker up here with, looks like 2 Marines, possibly a third. Third one's coming out now. Is he making another depot? Yes, he is. What a clever boy. Back in the main mineral line here.
Yeah. That was the SCV that just died. The Woodamine's still making its way over to herO's base, but this pylon is pretty funny.
Yay.
Oh, the Marines! Grabs one of them.
Yeah, these Marines need to live here. This bunker is very, very important for INnoVation. Turret is not quite in range of that Oracle, and the pylon is done. Here comes the overcharge.
That pylon might go down, but Woodamine does get burrowed, however, and that's going to be very difficult to clean up, so 5 probes go down for 5 SCVs.
Yeah, both players tearing each other apart right now. Woodamines can't kill structures, but it looks like herO's getting cleaned up here. Pylon goes down.
Yeah.
And, yeah, both players taking huge damage and then stabilizing, I think.
Well, I think the difference is INnoVation already has his command center. Woodamine is cleaned up. This one isn't.
Yeah, the barracks will go... Whoa, nearly doesn't want to use that last bit of energy on that overcharge. Barracks is burning.
Yeah. Here comes the repair. He did delay the National Command Center from turning into an orbital, which is the good news, but it is turning into it now, so he's going to try and harass it as much as possible. Woodamine's still being produced. 3rd Oracle now. He knows roughly where the Woodamine is, but not exactly. Oh, he could get both.
This game's incredible.
Oh, or just kill it. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Both players are not many workers at this stage of the game. No shocker there. herO's going up for his next level. Looks like it's just going to go for a bunch of gates, get that production up. Marines need to come out of their hidey hole in that bunker and deal with this one Zealot, just stopping him from saturating his back natural.
Yeah.
Shout out quickly, by the way, just quickly, to Midriel for subscribing.
Yay! Alright, so the Zealot goes down, but the Woodamines also went down. Oh, another one snuck back in. There's some cute little Adept Micro on the front, though, so that's the last Woodamine. The factory, I mean, I guess there's no reason for it to stop producing, though. Like, if it's proxied, you might as well use it. But that is 4 Oracles.
Oh my god.
4 Oracles.
4 Oracles.
They'll kill a missile turret. Or a bunker.
Yes, they will. They'll kill anything. Except for a Viking, I suppose, but the Stalkers can do that.
Did herO just get like a 1-up here? I mean, his pylon was never taken care of. So he's just getting these really close warp-ins. The Woodamines are getting stopped before they can get to the mineral line.
Yeah. Marines coming out of the bunker. One of the Oracles goes down. These Stalkers are actually the MVPs here for herO. Like, this is just something that INnoVation can't deal with right now.
I can't. Liberator is quite helpful. He's protecting a very small area after all, but now his natural is going to be under attack, so he's back to 1-base mining, where herO, those Woodamines have not made their way into a mineral line since the very first one. That's bad news.
Oh yeah. Goodbye mineral line here for INnoVation. And, oh no, the orbital is actually in a lot of danger. Uh-oh. That's dead.
That's dead. That is dead. Woodamine did finally manage to sneak over here. The Adept wasn't able to take it out. So it did kill 6 more probes with the command center going down. Nah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, see, Woodamines can't kill structures. Gotta bring that up again. We don't mind getting a few more probes, but I mean the worker counts are just getting astronomical here for herO. He's doing so much more damage to INnoVation than INnoVation's doing to herO right now. Last the breeder gets taken out. Bunko, when that goes down, that is going to be curtains for INnoVation.
GG. What funny little games.
Yeah, got him. Well played, herO.
Yep.
God, this is. If I was ever like one day Korean Grandmaster, like 6.2, 6.3K Grandmaster, just a casual 6+6K on Korean ladder, and it was one of those nights where you just hit the same guy over and over again, and it was just herO TVP over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably take a break from StarCraft.
Yeah.
herO's really, really good at this, and he's insanely good at like not just one build, not just two builds, but like 8. Like,
yeah.
What do you even do, man? That is against this kid.
Yep. It's a lot of different things that makes herO such a powerhouse too. Like besides obviously just good reads on the game, good micro, good macro, all that jazz. It's that he has different builds, as you were saying, macro builds, cheese builds, different types of cheese
yeah, he can
builds.
do anything.
He also has different like commitment levels. Like some players like always commit to too many oracles. So if you start killing them off, you're like, great, and I'm gonna take a lead here. But he like seems to know exactly when to make 4 oracles or only make 2 oracles. 4 oracles worked in that game, but maybe not in the other games, like Abyssal Reef, where he gets stuck at. We just lost 2 immediately and had to get a 3rd one. So he's a very scary opponent.
So scary. I'd be like cold sweats trying to play against that guy.
Yeah. On the other hand, I feel like I would lose to him so often that when I do face him, I just try and have fun. So if he beats me within 2 minutes, I'm like, well, at least it was in 2 minutes. Like
that is true. Short. Yeah, and you wouldn't lose too much MMR either.
Yeah. The next guy is going to be Ascension to Ire. It's INnoVation's last chance to bring it back. It is 2-1. The winner of this is going to face Gumiho in that winners finals.
Yep, could be a TvT or a TvP. Mm-hmm. Good times. Alrighty, Ascension to Ire. Cool map. I like it a fair bit.
It's alright. It's alright.
Somebody Grub's not impressed by anything.
No. That's true, but I'm also especially not impressed by the current map pool. And not necessarily of any balance whining. I just think it's kind of plain. I don't know.
A little bit too safe.
Yeah, like Odyssey and Ascension to Ire.
You play maps here?
I've talked about it before. I kind of like even sometimes like confuse the two, like just because I think they.
No, you're right. Yeah.
They have similar ideas as far as maps go, but anyways, it was either this or Blood Boil, I believe, for these two. So chose this one. And the top left is the Red Terran down a game. It is INnoVation.
That's right, and chilling on match point, 1 map away from facing Gumiho in the grand finals of the May Olimoleague final. This is herO from OSC Root. And yeah, I mean, the one thing they are trying is like different mineral patch numbers, different gas numbers per expansion. Mm-hmm. But what people are usually doing is just not expanding in those places because they don't want that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel you. Unfortunately, not literally, but I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Gotcha. The thing is, like, if Ascension to Ire and Odyssey, if one of them had the different mineral patches, then maybe, like, I'd be a little more like, okay, there's some variety. But unfortunately, it's like Ascension to Ire and Odyssey, both similar ideas, nothing, like, weird about them. And then the weird maps, like Sequencer that has the different mineral patches, has that problem where it's just, like, a huge flippin' map. So it's gonna be very difficult against Zerg at least. And then Blood Boil has the aesthetics for me. I actually like Defender's Landing. As much as it is the like Paladino of the map pool, and there's always one of them, Arena, blah 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 blah. Actually,
it's less insane of all those, yeah.
Yeah, it's small, but it's not like too insane. And as a Terran player, I'm not like too upset about the 2 wall offs that need to be had. I feel like Protosses are a little bit more upset about it. And of course, herO being herO. Proxy starting here. Nope, Twilight Council. Just kidding. Oh!
JK, LOL. And INnoVation back at home, by the way, just to quickly touch on what the Terran is up to, went for Gasless Expand, 3 racks. You're going to get those 2 gases pretty soon here. This is a build you used to see on Cactus Valley in TVP. And again, cannot believe he's doing this against a guy like herO, because if herO decides to make more than a couple of depths, this dies to it. It's amazing.
It dies to forward aggression. It helps against the pylon rush, actually.
This is going to be proxy DT, I think.
I think so as well. The probe's still roaming around here, and that's one thing that INnoVation has not seen yet. It's not something that he's accounted for either. I mean, he's built missile turrets, but only against oracles when he knew that he wouldn't have enough Marines, which is not a problem you have with the 3 racks.
See what I mean about herO just having like an infinite bottomless bag of tricks?
Yep. Yeah,
three Marines coming in here to tussle with an adept.
No, look at the probe. Probe's the worst part.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, that's right. Second probe ready for herO, though, of course.
Alrighty then. Wow.
Is he? Yeah, I was gonna say that he's probably putting the fear of overcharge in INnoVation here, but that's not the plan. The plan here is to get them Templar, them cloaked Protoss units out there. Oh, Militia Recall getting a little low.
Yeah, but he got the full scout. I mean, you saw there's a lot of saturation on natural, so the read into a command center first and the 3 racks is not too far off as a guess, but the confirmation's really nice. And I was saying, like, there's not really a lack of Marines in this build, so you do have enough to thwart the Adepts, and you have enough to eventually split off into 2 to deal with the Oracle. So you don't have to be so worried about a missile turret, but it's really nice to see that INnoVation is going to go ahead and just bother to put one down. Engineering bay is a bit of a cost. You would rather wait for that one, but it is going to be especially worth it here because at least he has one safe location to pull back to when the DTs come into play.
Yeah, that's right. No detection in the natural. Doesn't look like any scans available.
No.
That's
No.
Yeah. DT's going straight in the main. Marines are ready for it though.
I believe the militia corps died. That's at least one
Shit.
thing.
Oh, he's outside of turret range and Stim's gonna get denied. Oh no.
No.
Rip. Damn, that's really, really bad for INnoVation.
That is.
Really, really bad.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. He does pull a lot of the SCVs away, so he only lost 6, and that does not put him even below heroes. And keep in mind, he also has the mules. Eventually, once he's finally dealt with the DTs, one scan goes down, the other one can escape, and it does. This has to land. It has a scan.
Land and scan. Get him. Kill him.
Oh, accidentally went the missile turret.
Alright, so INnoVation does recover.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a ton of Marines. Oh boy, that's a lot of Marines.
Yeah. And okay, so Stim was delayed. That is definitely pretty bad. But I was going to say, for the rest of his build did not go so badly here, like he very calmly was still getting his factory and his starport. He didn't lose a lot of Marines, which is going to sometimes happen when you don't expect DTs. You just lose a large portion of your army. So when he's ready to attack, mind you, it's going to take a long time because you don't really want to attack without Stim. He'll have a very large army. That's where herO is trying to get the disruptors.
There's actually 2 games that I went for today where my Stim got delayed a little bit, and I went for an attack when I normally did, and I tried to box my units and hit T, and the little icon was gray, and heart fell into my socks, and I wanted to turn everything off and uninstall. But, the show must go on. We have, a ton of units here for INnoVation. Is going to chill, like you said, until Stim. Medevacs are out now as well, so his army's actually extremely scary, to be honest, against what herO's making right now. He did get a robotics bay. He's getting speed, gravitic drive here, and getting immortals up. Now, immortals are not bad, but I don't know if they're going to help him out a ton against INnoVation's army right now.
Yeah, okay, so he made a militia corps at least, and these aren't going to be Stim, so they're going to have very limited mobility. But, oh, there's a disruptor drop. It's 6 SCVs. Nice. Honestly, though, even without Stim, this drop might do a lot of damage, and it might have been better to have this disruptor back at home.
Yeah, the Marines are out now, and herO really doesn't have a whole lot going for him. He's got 2 sentries and Immortal. Militia Corps can overcharge, though.
But without that Stim, like, he can't pounce on top of an Immortal who just got this barrier popped. He can't grab the sentries.
6 more SCVs picked up by the disruptor there.
This is nice. This is actually super nice. This is something that, if there was Stim, he would have been pounced upon already. He would have been panicking. He might have miscontrolled his disruptor as well. But he has been able to calmly deal with the drop, as well as calmly continue harassing with his disruptor. It's still floating around, looking for whatever else it can kill. Maybe get more SCVs over here.
Oh, man. Nice connection. Gets a mule as well. 4 SCVs and a mule.
Yeah. That's a lack of detection now. The Dark Shrine obviously still up and running. He could get Twilight Council tech as whenever he wants it. Now Sim is done as well as Combat Shield, so he pounces on the Immortals. Wanted a barrier, however, so it took quite a long time.
Yeah, not quite enough units, and herO's just made 6 Adepts, and he's floating them on into that back natural.
That was oh man, that timing though. I thought it was dead, but it actually was picked up. Either way, the Disruptor shot did not get off. Damn.
And the Warp Prism here making things very, very difficult for INnoVation. His army is on the other side of the map. SCV's being pulled. His economy is in shambles.
This does not bode well.
No, it doesn't look good. INnoVation's army needs to kill herO.
Oh, Disruptor died. The thing is that the Adepts just like ruin the economy, so he's gonna want to mule, and if he mules and there's no scans, DT's warped in defensively here. Not a bad army either.
You're absolutely right. The DT's helping out a ton. The Widowmines, of course, also helping out things in for INnoVation, but whoa, don't disrupt your DT, herO. Scan goes down, he does kill that DT. I don't know if INnoVation has enough to seal the deal, possibly. His army is still pretty scary.
One Immortal doing work on the Marauders. Gets 2 of them before it goes down. Disruptor's almost off cooldown. Oh, but the Widowmines are.
Oh! There we go.
It's a couple. Warp Prism's still alive. Not being taken care of. herO banking a lot of money. I think his intentions at some point in this game was to take a 3rd base and more gateways, but instead had to hurry up and get stuff done. He's also limited on gas, which he has not fixed yet in that natural. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, the Prism, like you said, still alive. Still, I mean, obviously it has gravitic drive, so it's a ever-living threat, lingering threat for INnoVation. Yeah, Disruptor looking for a big connection on the bio. Does get 1 Marauder.
Completely out of scans. It was bound to happen sometime. So herO 1 DT could ruin INnoVation's day.
It sure could. He hasn't warped on in just yet. Just relying on Stalkers, Adepts, and Disruptors, and you know what? They may actually work! Oh, kills the Disruptor just before the Purification, and it goes off there.
Whoa!
GG. There it is.
I did not expect that.
I think when he lost the Disruptor that he felt he just couldn't beat the army of INnoVation. I thought it was a lot closer than that, but I guess herO just figured that's it.
Well, yeah, he was down like 4th of the army supply, but I still thought he was going to hope for the DT could work. I mean, you pick up, you run around. He didn't even
try the DT.
Yeah, exactly. That's what really got me. Like, because eventually the bio just picks her up and goes around and plays the runaround game, and like INnoVation might still win. But I thought he was gonna try the DT again. Alrighty then, that's gonna be game number 5.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you know, as commentators, we have all the information that herO doesn't. Maybe he just thought that if I make a DT, he's just gonna scan it.
Yeah,
he wasn't gonna scan it.
I mean, it would have been very foolish of INnoVation to try and mule. So you think they're banking up 200-200? He wasn't. Oh well. INnoVation makes it work.
Yeah, good on him. And now we get to go to game 5. Hell yeah.
Blood Boil. Last map available. Do you want to face INnoVation, Maynard?
Sure, let's do it. I need to practice my PvT.
Alrighty then. Sure, you learned quite a few things.
In all seriousness, I'll have a lot of people tell me that I should practice against Terrans that are like they're dropping Terran names that are like people that are way above my level. Like, hey, you know, Euthermal, Euthermal and I are friends, and like, oh, you know, you should do some matches against Euthermal, man. That'd be really fun. Like, I actually believe that there's sort of there's a point where practice is good, but when someone's way better than you, it's not actually good practice. It's actually really kind of a waste of time for both people.
Yeah.
You don't learn a whole lot against someone that just has like way better mechanics than you, way better multitask.
I agree. I remember when I was on a clan and a team, sometimes like the really good players, you know, back when I was like gold, so like they were like masters, and I thought they were so amazing. Anyways, they would like say like, you know, they would want to practice against me, but I really think they just want to beat up on me. And eventually I would be like, nah, I don't really want to. I'm like, no, it's great practice, you know, like you learn so much. And I'm like,
No,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
When you're like in a situation where okay, I need to play 2 or 3 thousand games to, you know, practice my mechanics enough to even have a chance to even control my army versus you, or you know, macro as well.
Yeah. Just
It's just
brutal.
it's a little bit tough, but yeah. I can even remember back when Masters and Grandmasters was first introduced, and I started seeing Masters people for the first time, and I was like, "Whoa, look, it's a guy with that badge! Holy crap!"
Ooh, I know. Those are the days. They swapped colors. In the top left, in this ace match, it is the blue Protoss Roots herO.
Yes. And in the bottom right, managing to somehow win that last game. This is INnoVation. That's right, back at Black Adler BKK. I am invisible today. I'm a DT. Zombie Grub doesn't have any scans.
Yep.
So, I'll just terrorize BaseTradeTV and nothing she can do about it.
It's true. DTs are my worst fear. I hate DTs.
Yeah. Cloaked units in general are something that I find my worst fear. I've automatically lost to Banshees before, just by like not having a scan, and then it shows up, and the Raven's somewhere else, and so on and so forth.
Wow.
DTs are a special kind of... there's a special hatred for DTs. It stems all the way back to the original StarCraft.
Well, the original StarCraft was like for me it was a little bit different. Like still being DT Rush in Brood Wars sucks, but because Vulture mines can like kill DTs, they don't detect. They
mines can kill
them.
without detection. Yeah.
I didn't mind it as much, and you needed science vessels, so I didn't mind it as much either for that aspect. Whereas you get a Raven in TvP, it can be really cool in the mid game, but then in the late game it just becomes like an obnoxious thing to try and control with the priority it has.
Yeah, those Mr. Burns science vessels. herO doing a gas steal here. Protoss have been doing this against me.
Yeah.
Messes with your flow a little bit. Trying to get an SCV, doesn't quite get it. The Reaper will get rid of this probe finally. But yeah, this gas steal from herO, I'm not sure on the math, what the math is behind it, but it does, you know, it upsets most Terran build orders in TvP because you want those 2 gases when you get your factory. But other than that, it's like it may be a little bit more effective on this map because you got the, you know, it's Blood Boil and you have less gas geysers in your pocket natural, I suppose. But even then.
It's actually a really big deal, I would say, because the starport, to actually use the starport and the factory together without a second gas is pretty brutal. To afford a cyclone, you know, is also like it was just barely there at 100 gas.
Repair. There it is.
Yeah. So at least it will have a cyclone. I mean, herO is going full cheese once again, brought a second probe and everything. Reaper being dealt with by an adept. Here comes a Militia Corps and take out the SCV building the bunker. No bunker for you.
Yeah, this bunker needs to come up. And that depot goes down. So this is a little bit of a rough start here. Cyclone's going to help out INnoVation a whole ton. It's an incredibly important unit here for INnoVation. He's targeting down that Assimilator.
Yeah. He can barely afford a second one. Like, this is like all of his gas going to factory production, so I mean, the lack of a starport isn't the most brutal thing, but let's say that this actually does a bit of damage, then herO tries to macro out of it, and then suddenly he doesn't even have a dropship to try and counterattack. He would just have cyclones, which are decent. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. But he finally takes that
Oracle,
second gas. Is he really taking the cyclone? I mean, I think so. Run.
Second Cyclone now should be able to kill here. What's left for herO? Gonna try and save that barracks. Single Adept shading into the back natural. There's not a whole lot for it to kill. Also, that pylon heavily supply blocks herO here. Killing that pylon.
That's true. Adept gets a couple of kills. Second Oracle looking for things to kill. Not gonna find anything. Third Oracle even on the way. herO did just go for more gateways, no Nexus.
Is he going Foracle again? Just like Proxima?
He might. He has the minerals and gas for it.
Oh, kills a Cyclone.
But loses his Oracles. I don't know if it's worth. INnoVation's
Yeah,
holding so far.
is the Cyclone going to win this fight? Oh, what?
Here we go.
Oracle. Down it goes. Uh-oh.
There it is. Now herO only has slow Warpins of Stalk to try and make this work, but it's up against 2 Cyclones that will probably try and be repaired. Oracle's going to try the KO on both of them. It's one.
GG.
That is it. What's the
Anticlimactic finish, but yeah, no repair on the Cyclones. That was the anti-air potential for INnoVation.
Yeah. I wonder if had he just brought them back defensively, repaired them, it would have been a much... still a lot of game to go, but losing them like that. Foracles, man.
Foracles.
Alright, that's going to be another TVP in the finals then as herO advances to face Gumiho. And,
yeah.
Yep.
TVP. We'll see how Gumiho fares if he can do better than INnoVation against herO. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to be favoring herO coming on here, but you know, I've been surprised before.
Yeah, Gumiho has had some success against herO where maybe other Terrans have not, so well, we'll see. It's going to be a best of 7, which means that there will be replayed maps if necessary. We're going to get into that after this break. Thanks for watching, everyone.